If you're looking for a trusted and reliable source of news and information, check out my friends over at patriotpost.us. A link for them is in the description box, so when you go over there and subscribe, tell them that ABL sent you. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Joaquin Castro's tweet in which he listed 44 donors to Donald Trump that come from his area, which is San Antonio, Texas. Now, there is a lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids would say. But first, I got to back up a little bit here so you understand what's going on, so you'll understand the context, and so you'll understand why this tweet that he sent was a very bad one. First of all, Joaquin Castro is a U.S. House rep from San Antonio, Texas. His twin brother, Julian Castro, is currently running for president, obviously as a Democrat against Donald Trump. They got this whole thing on Twitter talking about adios Trump, this, that, and the third. So you already know from the very beginning, these are anti-Trumpers, people that don't like Trump, people that want to get him out of office by any means necessary. Julian Castro used to be in government. He was most recently the HUD secretary before the person we have in right now, who is Ben Carson, a brilliant man. Before that, he was the mayor of San Antonio. So that's that. Now, this, I guess, I don't want to call it doxing because no private names and addresses were listed in the tweet, but it might as well have been doxing. It was the next thing to doxing. It's right on the line. He says that the information is public and it wasn't really a big deal that he posted it on Twitter. Well, that may be true that the information is public. The way he posted it was very inflammatory, and it was most certainly harassment. And I'll place that tweet on the screen before you. I'm not going to post any names or whatever, but you'll just see what he said in his caption, talking about their contributions are fueling a campaign of hate that labels Hispanic immigrants as invaders. So from that line right there, in the general tone of the campaign from the left against Trump, you are telling people that are seeing this, who don't like Trump, who want to support you, to boycott them. Okay, so it's obviously about harassment. You're trying to shame Trump and you're trying to shame these individuals just because they donated to Donald Trump. All right, you're trying to make them be so-called racist, and you're also trying to tie it to the whole El Paso shooting, because remember that whole thing about invaders that was in the quote-unquote manifesto, which, by the way, has not been confirmed yet, but I digress. You're trying to tie the El Paso shooter to Trump and then these donors to the El Paso shooter and to Trump. So it's most certainly targeted harassment. He'll say that it was not, but he's just lying at the end of the day, like a lot of Democrats do in general. But anyway, people have come out against him over this, of course. Some of the donors in the list he posted donated to at least one of the Castro brothers, 6 of them. So they've come out and said, you know what, we're done. Not with Trump, but with the Castro brothers. It's like, look, we're trying to do good. We're trying to just be engaged politically and this, that, and the third. And you want to just put us out there and have us be, objects, targets of harassment. Well, how about this? How about we just don't give you any money anymore? We'll just stick to our man Trump. And that's the general tone that I'm seeing happening in the country. You want to keep attacking people on the right, people that support in any kind of way anybody on the right. That's not the way to get them over to your side. If you want to gain more voters, if you want to say, hey, come out here and vote for me, the way you go about it is not by attacking those that could be your potential voters. Try to get everybody on the same page and on the same accord. When you go out there attacking people that are your own supporters, that ain't going to get her done at all. You fighting an uphill battle anyway. I think Julian is polling at 1% or less in the polls to try and become the president. So he has a very slim chance. When is he going to be back in government? Again, I have no idea. He was last mayor of San Antonio, and that was some years ago. What are you going to do next? Is he going to be in the house with his twin brother? They can be like a little tag team duo doing nothing like the House Democrats have been doing. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what your purpose is. One thing I do know is that Twitter and Facebook, all these leftist dominated platforms online, are most certainly in the bag for the Democrats, the Castro brothers, anybody that's affiliated with them. This list of donors has been allowed to stay up on the platform. It was reported by the Trump campaign for harassment, if I'm not mistaken, but it has not been taken down. It's still there. I can see it right now. You might see this video and see it being removed but I'll place a link in the description box and you tell me if it's still there or not. Okay. It was another hashtag that was allowed to persist for a very long time called Massacre Mitch. People talking about they want to hurt Mitch McConnell. They want to go to his house and kill him, this, that, and the third. That was allowed to rock for a long time. So much so people came to his house with signs that had the hashtag on it, all right, harassing him there. He had just slipped and fell due to an old injury he had from polio as a child, and he fractured his shoulder. He's healing from that. People are outside of his house banging pots and pans, talking about kill the mother effer, all this, that, and the third, stabbed the mother effer in the heart, all kinds of foul language. That hashtag on Twitter was allowed to persist, the whole Massacre Mitch thing. But then when Mitch McConnell's campaign staff posted the video of these so-called protesters outside of his house, that got deleted, and then the account got suspended. So you mean to tell me that the video of them harassing Mitch McConnell was removed, and the account that posted it, Mitch McConnell's campaign, that got suspended, but the hashtag did not get suspended? Shout out to Ryan Savidra. I think his video got removed as well. And he said in the tweet that Twitter does not really care about Mitch McConnell's safety. They said that they removed the video for Mitch McConnell's safety. It wasn't about that. They just don't want to be held liable if anything were to happen to him, and they don't want to be held liable for that particular video. If you are Jack Dorsey, the big dog, the CEO of Twitter, it doesn't look good to your donors, to your investors, and anyone else when there is a Twitter hashtag feature at someone's house, a sitting senator, the Senate Majority Leader, no less. It doesn't look good when you have that and all the harassment happen at the same time, because it looks like you allowed it to happen, which obviously is the case. So you don't want to have any evidence of that on a platform, and you want to get it off. It's really simple. So as I close, I want to say this. Joaquin Castro can say that he was not trying to harass anyone, the president or the donors, with his tweet, but it was clear that he was. You can't say, oh, I don't want to harass you, but at the same time say, oh, these are the people that are supporting hate, that are supporting racism, that are supporting people that call Hispanic immigrants invaders. A couple days after a shooting in which the word invaders was used, and the media are trying to tie his phraseology in the so-called manifesto to Trump. It's simple. It's clear what you're doing here. Let's not play any games. You're harassing people, and it's all in an effort to try and get maybe your brother some more attention in the polls, a little bit more shine. Beto O'Rourke capitalized on the whole situation. Maybe to go from less than 1% to 3% at best. What will it really be worth at the end of the day? You're not going to become the president. You're not any closer today than you were yesterday to a realistic chance of being able to grasp the nomination. You're a goofy person. You are a sick person, as are most people that are running for president right now on the left. You guys are leaving the rational, insane leftists behind. And as a result, those of us on the right are going to just catch them on up because they have nowhere else to turn. You guys have become so radical and so crazy that the only option that makes sense is to come over to the right. So that's pretty much all I got. What say you? Do you think that Joaquin Castro was most certainly trying to harass the president, Donald Trump supporters, the donors that supported Donald Trump in the year 2019? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or do you think that he was not trying to harass anybody? He was just trying to, I don't know, highlight those that support a quote unquote racist president? It sounds like harassment to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe your viewpoint is different. Whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.
What do you say to those people this morning who said, I made a campaign donation and now I'm going to be harassed? I'm going to have people protesting outside my business or perhaps even my home. What do you say to them? Do you want them to repent for their support for Donald Trump, or what do you want from them?
Well, the first thing is that I don't want anybody harassed or targeted.
But they will be, because you put their names in public.
Like that was not my intention.
But that's what will happen.
These things are public. No, what I would like for them to do is think twice about supporting a guy who is fueling hate in this country.